So firstly, I'll just say real quick, please subscribe. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, people getting prizes. I'm not saying what it is yet because I don't know for y'all, but somebody's getting something, all right? So about a week ago, we had the One Piece live action trailer come out. I'm going to try and make this one quick. I mean, the teaser was only like 1 minute anyway. So obviously, we know all the baggage that comes with being an anime live adaptation. And judging from some of the social media reactions that I saw, those scars run pretty deep around here. I do think people are doing too much on these comparisons to other stuff like Dragon Ball Evolution. There was of course a tweet that was complaining that, oh, the actors, they just look like they're cosplaying, that a lot of people liked and retweeted. But then once people start to be like, well, yeah, duh, bro, what do you think people do when they act? Like, that's a big part of acting. People start to settle down a little bit. I saw people reposting this photo of Luffy as if it was supposed to be like a, oh my God, I can't believe he looks like this, but it didn't look notable or it didn't look bad at all. It looked pretty regular. So it was very clear that people are either A, haunted by previous anime live adaptations like Cowboy Bebop, Death Note, Dragon Ball Evolution, and to an extent, the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie from like 2010 or something like that. I personally never considered Avatar anime, but I'm sure a lot of people do. B, trying to get reactions so they can get a bunch of likes and retweets and engagement, different stuff like that. Or C, just a mix of both. So they also revealed the actor who is going to be playing Monkey D. Dragon, and people were also mad about that, saying that he shouldn't be black or and he should have been Latino, but I'm 75% sure that the dude that's playing him isn't black anyway, but I don't want to get off topic. My point is people are being overly negative and honestly a little stupid when it comes to what we have been shown about this adaptation so far. This is how I approached the trailer. I went in not expecting to see the greatest thing I've ever seen. For starters, I don't even like Netflix content that much, so I wasn't preparing myself to be blown away or anything like that. The only things I was looking for is, are there going to be any awful looking CGI moment? Are there going to be any extremely out of character moment? How faithful did the characters look to their anime and manga counterparts? Obviously with some leeway, because it seems like a lot of people have convinced themselves that these adaptations need to look one-to-one, even though One Piece is like one of the most unrealistic looking anime manga out there, and just mostly making sure nothing looked bad. I was more focused on trying to see if there were any red flags rather than preparing myself to be wowed and mystified, which is sad, but it's the truth. With that in mind, I can say I came away pretty pleased, and I would almost even say I was impressed. The teaser was short, obviously so they could be as coy as possible and try to escape some potential criticism, but really what can you say from a teaser that was that short? The only thing I saw within the teaser that I maybe didn't like was probably Buggy's design, and some people said that that was the highlight of the whole teaser for them. Even though I don't expect this show to make it that far, I just couldn't ultimately see the way this Buggy looks, doing Buggy type of stuff and Impel Down during Marineford, stuff like that. But like I said, that's neither here nor there because I honestly don't think this adaptation will make it that far. The CGI on the Sea King was the highlight for me. It really shows that they're not playing around with this budget. We know this is going to be one of the most expensive Netflix series ever, so it checks out. The dialogue was goofy and humorous, which makes sense. I feel like people are forgetting what One Piece is at its core. One Piece is goofy as hell. It's supposed to be lighthearted, it's supposed to be jokey. I think the cast really cares about the series, and I expect them to at least do a serviceable job. Seems like they know the series pretty well. I'm not really concerned in that regard. Now for the part that everybody hated, the Gum Gum Rocket moment. I don't understand what you really expected here. It's inherently just a goofy ass thing to say at all. I'd like to hear some alternatives. I saw some people say, oh, I wish you said it in Japanese. That just would have been out of place. It would have been strange and honestly even more corny. What's another alternative? He says nothing. Then we have people complain about that. What's another alternative? They change the name of the attack. Then people are complaining that it's not faithful. Obviously it sounds weird and corny and goofy, etc. in a live action setting, but that's how this series is ultimately going to be. And the CGI at that moment looked pretty good, so you should take this as a win. Really, the way I see it, the goal of the series is to get One Piece to a broader audience. One Piece may be more popular than a lot of other series globally, but the United States, here's how the story goes. We find out about the treasure in the Grand Line. There's no doubt did irreparable damage in the mid 2000s when I was probably like 12, 13. The Four Kids dub really killed One Piece's first chance at really dominating the United States, and here we are years later. One Piece has clearly gained more traction here in these past few years, and the series is a chance to get people interested in the series in a time where anime and manga are more popular than ever. I'm not convinced this will be one of the best shows I've ever seen or the greatest adaptation ever or anything like that. It's too early to say, but I am pretty sure it will at the very least stay true to the series of One Piece at its core and do its best to give an accurate depiction of what makes One Piece One Piece, and it will ultimately capture the attention of enough people to get those people interested in this modern classic that would not have watched One Piece otherwise. So yeah, those are my quick thoughts on this live action trailer. August 31st, I will be tuned in, I will be watching, so maybe I'll have some type of reaction or review when that happens, but we'll get there when we get there. I'm gonna keep it going if y'all keep it going.